Hey guys, I know this is not Amber, but Amber is running late, so she's asked me to hop on. So I'm just going to let everybody in, and then we can get going. How is everybody? Is everybody okay? I'm just trying to get everybody in. Just give it a wee minute or two. Hey guys, I'm the new Amber. I wish. I'm joking. We only need one Amber. Just one. Right, I'll give it like one more minute, guys, and then we can get going. Um, if Amber joins, then I will join as myself. Loads and loads and loads of people coming in tonight. That bing bong thing when people are in the waiting room, that needs to change. Right, so who is shouting out their top three tonight from the UK leaders? Can you put your hands up so that I can unmute you? Not your actual hand, Sadie. I seen that.
I thought I'm just going to put my hand up because it took me ages last week to figure out. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you fine.
Oh yeah, see, I did this last time as well. I had my headset on and I thought, why can't I hear it properly? It wasn't
Oh my
connected.
gosh.
Wasn't connected. I'm actually very intelligent, but I do the most ridiculously dopey things at times. So I'll
We
just
all
call it
do.
mumbling.
We
No,
all
it's
do.
crackers. Right, I
Um,
am going to start with Ellie's shout outs.
okay, I'm just
I
gonna.
just have to scroll.
Can I? Is it okay if I just jump and do mine first, and then I can
Yeah,
just
that's fine
let
because I can't
people
find
do
them.
the waiting room? And I just need to make sure this has been recorded. Let's see if it's been recorded, guys. She'll never ask me to do anything like this again. Yeah, it's been recorded. That's fine. Right. Okay. So my top three so far for March is for top sellers is number three. We'll do three, two, one. Number three is Annette. Number two is Stacey A in America. And number one is Jessica Bates. And I'm so happy that she has got her number one spot because she is working her wee booty off. And then top three, I just want to give these three ladies a shout out for top for recruiting because I know that they're not um, really massive recruiters, but I know that they're trying to be, and they've just totally smashed this promo out. So Adelaide, sorry, well done. Steph, Michelle, and Stacey A. I'm so proud of you guys. So I'll mute myself and Sadie, if you could just go, and then whoever's next can go.
Right, okay then. Hi everyone. Okay, right, so I've got Ellie's top three. So we've got sellers here. So her top three sellers from number three to number one for her front line is we have drum roll the craziest drums ever. Sarah Vickers. We have Vicky Ford at number two, and we have Samantha Wood at number one. That was from the It says group here. I don't know if they were they yours, Tasha? I'm just looking at the pictures. Right, so
No, they're Ellie's.
yeah, okay. Well, I've got Ellie's here that she's also sent.
They were
Number
Jess's.
three.
There we
Sorry,
Oh, were
Selena.
they
That's
Jess's?
Jess's team. No,
So Jess. Those are yours. Right, okay. I've got Ellie's here. Rosalind Boristera Lozano. I'm really sorry if I pronounced that wrongly. I did practice earlier in number third place. And then we have the lovely Karen Smith in number two. And then we have Joyce Smith in number one. So massive congratulations to you guys. I will just say, I really hope that we can continue these community calls on a Monday going forwards and that we get more people on each week. As I was going through the top sellers and the top recruiters from my own downline, I was thinking there were so many people, not just because of all the shift around, that we don't all know. If anybody's ever met me at any events, I love going and seeing everybody. And then about halfway through, I get so peopled out. I'll have to go and take myself off to a corner or go hide in the toilets for 10 minutes because it's so overwhelming. One of the things that I really don't like is when you go to an event and you recognize somebody's face but you can't remember their name, or you know names but you don't know who the people are. So I'm really hoping that we can utilize these calls to be able to get to know each other more. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to now do my top three shout outs. I'm going to do sellers, but I'm also going to talk about recruiters because then that ties in really well with what we are going to be discussing tonight. So, my top three sellers, number three from Direct, we have got Susan Paget. Number two, we have got Sue Blun. Number one, we have Megan, who has done absolutely fantastic. I just want to quickly shout out. When somebody comes to me and says that they're having a little bit of a struggle, or they tell me a bit of their story and where they're at and what their goals are, I really do enjoy seeing them put it into action, what it is that um what they're wanting to do, and to be able to put that personal growth and the skills that they've learned into action, and then to see it come into fruition and be on the top sellers so far for this month. It's really, really good. So congratulations. And from my entire group, I have number three, Paula Rowley, number two, Alison Macmillan. And then number one, I have got Chrissy Cogswell, which is amazing. And I will just put it out there because I know we talk about Alison all the time. Chrissy has always been a top seller, and it is really, really nice to see you give Alison a little bit of a run for her money. So I'm excited to see where that ends up by the end of this month. We'll just quickly mention my top recruiters. So I've got my direct, Tracy, massive congratulations. And then from the group, it is an Ireland and Canada takeover. So number three, we've got Nicole, who's on two. We've got Ola, who showing us three on here, but I think Gary mentioned that might be more. And then we've got Gary, top spot number five, which is absolutely phenomenal. So we're going to hear from him and Ola later on tonight. So I'm really excited, pen ready to hear what they've got to say. But those are mine. Congratulations. Super proud of you all. Jess, did you want to go next?
I'll go next then, shall I?
Oh, hello, Katie. Hello.
Hi, here I am. So I didn't want to just talk over Jess. So, okay, so I'm going to do both my front line and my group because I just want to share as many people as possible. So for my front line for sales this month, Jackie Langton is at number five now. Jackie and I've known her for a long time, so seeing her get orders in first week of the month, absolutely incredible. Kirsty Beale is at number four. Kirsty is my ride or die. Kirsty is making big moves this year, so Kirsty, congratulations. Hayley's at number three. Michelle Gower is at number two, and Amber Hunt, who probably won't even realise she's in front of my front line, but Amber, congratulations. And then for my group sales, we've got Sian Gray at number five, incredible Sian. Billy Barris, who's just made a comeback. Billy, well done. And then the three sales legends that I don't think many people can beat is Rebecca Mills, Becky Mills at number three, Kerry Clay at number two, and Kelly Wilson at number one. And Kerry is already off on the leaderboard with a qualified star to sign up for this month as well. So, girls, congratulations. You are all incredible. I'm very proud of you all. Whose goes it next? Have we got Jess on?
I did
Jess
see your face.
is asked Sadie to one of us to shout out our top three, but Sadie's already done it. So, do you want?
Oh, Jess, you can. Is she still on?
I'm not sure.
Right, okay. Well, I'll do Jess's again then, because sorry, that was my fault. I thought they were Ella's. But we have number 3, Sarah Vickers. We've got Vicky Ford in number 2, and then Samantha Wood in number 1. So massive congratulations, ladies.
Well done. Becky, you're up.
So my top 3, starting with number 3, is Kelly Clark, and then number 2 is Laura Murray, and number 1 spot goes to Jamie Lee this month so far. So I'm excited to see what the rest of March brings to everybody. But congratulations, girls.
Amazing. So I don't know who introduced this next person. Sadie, do you want to introduce?
Yeah, absolutely. Can I just say as well, I met Jamie Lee with Tasha again in Pharma City last year, and it was a bit of a weird one because we didn't really know each other than inside the group chat. And we spent like 3, 4 days together. And we started off round the pool and everyone was like, oh, a little bit shy. And then we had some exercises, brought each other together. And by the end of it, we had all really grown together in terms of where we see ourselves and what our vision is for the future for Pharmacy UK, for this particular community, and the fact that we had different teams, different branches of the teams come together. But Jamie Lee was quite reserved. She had her issues and she was really, really trying hard to step out of her comfort zone. And I know how uncomfortable and awkward it can be to talk to people who just live in your phone and to be vulnerable and to share what you would like to get from this business and how you would like to become more confident and all of those different things. And to hear her get shouted out again, it's just amazing. It just made me have like a little just like a happy moment. I just recently wrote a post about the things that I love about pharmacy and this business. And one of the things that I think sometimes we overlook or can be overshadows are the small impacts that they may not be massive to you. For instance, like you go and message somebody and you say to them, do you want to take a look at this opportunity? And, you might be a little bit nervous at the time, but then that person comes back to you and says, oh, yeah, I quite like the idea of that. And then you get to know this person, you work with them, they start to see the vision too, they really get into it. And you see them grow in confidence. And it's not just about all those different accolades within the business and hitting those milestones, but seeing that personal transformation in somebody. I've just spent the last hour doing like the tiniest paragraph of a post, but it really, really hit home just how much of an impact we have with this business. So it only felt real to and natural when I went onto my back office and said, right, let's have a look. Let's see who is bringing in the most people, who is talking the most about this business opportunity, who is there, who is shouting about our mission to have this impact on not only one person and their own personal financial growth, but the impact that that has on their family, the way they show up in the world, the impact it has on their relationships and friendships, and just them as human beings living this human experience. And there was quite a few names on there, and some of them I couldn't pronounce because they're in Ireland. And then we have Nicole, who's in Canada, and then there's Gary, and he did share with me something the other day about what he's doing to to get as many people involved, not just to actually say yes and to go ahead with this business opportunity and to get started, but how he's doing it in the first place, how he's getting all those people grouped together. So, and it was very different. It was very interesting. So I would like to introduce Gary, who is absolutely smashing it with sponsoring. So Gary, if you can unmute yourself and share some pearls of wisdom, please, and then you can introduce Orla if she's available to speak to.
Yeah, no problem. Hey everyone, thanks for having me on. So, first week of the month is done. It's been carnage. Right, that's all I can say. It's been mental. But what I wanted to do with the team was put a number on how many people we could bring in. So, with the £5, €5, $7 sign up fee, it's a game changer for business. And if people don't utilise it, it's crazy. So what we've essentially done is we've reached out to people with a business message, and we duplicate this the whole way down. Once somebody comes back and wants information about what we do, if you can, a 60-second voice note on what the business is, what the product is, get the link out, but more importantly, get a phone number for it, okay? And save the number on WhatsApp. Then we have a team group. It's on WhatsApp. We have a customer group that's on WhatsApp. We have a Facebook group for customers and one for team, and then the broadcast list as well, right? And that's essentially all we're doing. Now, my business mindset, how we run my own personal business outside the team is nuts. Like, I don't stop. So from 6 in the morning till 11 o'clock at night, I choose to be on it because I do not have a full-time job, and this is it. I haven't ran a full-time job in 2 years. And every day, no matter how some days I might get mundane and boring, it's the same setup every single day. Wake up in the morning, cup of tea, birthday messages, done. Right? On that profile, in the inbox, send it to them. Get the post up then, go in and check and see from the team where people are at, and then I get to work. My business messages go out to people who have 1K following and over. My product messages go to people who are 999 followers and lower. Okay? And obviously then what I do then, I tend to do it once or twice a week, is go on to my stories, because the people who are viewing my stories constantly send them a message. Now the broadcast list works very, very well as well for me, because when I send a link and that person sends me the phone number, when they fill the link out, they come into the team. If they don't fill the link out, I still have the phone number for them. So what I do is create a group for anyone that I have on my phone who's not pharmacy related. And I send out a message going, €5, £5 offer for the business. I know I came on to you before. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go. Bang. And that goes to 75 people, 80 people, done. So my numbers right now are 100 messages a day, easy. Facebook and Instagram, without a doubt. It's gone that bad that the old phone that I had broke. So now I have the one I'm speaking on, and I have another one. Now I have two. Because they keep breaking phones to beat the bar. How we brought 12 new people into the team last week was very, very simple. We asked the question. Right? So, but the hook on the message you send out is, would you be open to more info? Then you're putting the onus back on them to say yes, or I might be, or so tell me what it's all about. A lot of people think that people in their industry are what I like to call scam artists. Okay, we're out to rob people. So when you send a 60-second voice note to somebody, they can relate that there's a message from someone coming through in a voice note. Voice notes have changed my business over the years, because I was the guy who was afraid to send that voice note to people, but it works. And the broadcast thing is another thing as well that I would really, really hone in on. Because if they don't, for whatever reason, fill the link out there and then kids are in the way or school runs too busy, when we have another business opportunity offer like this again, or even if we don't, we give it a week or so and we do one message and we hit. And what I'm doing is I duplicate it down to the whole team, but everyone in the team is different. That's what I love about it. Everyone has their own different mindset and their own different way to run their business. My mindset is a huge thing, by the way, when I'm doing this type of business. Also, what's very, very important is getting rid of that fear factor, because I know a lot of people in the industry, their Facebook pages are on point, their stories are 100%, but they're not doing enough in the inbox. They're not. And people from this company have told me that. But 90% of your business is built in the conversations you have off social media, in the background with people making connections. People say to me, how long do you wait after someone accepts our friend request to message them? Straight away. I don't, like, people are saying, I build up a little bit of rapport with the person and get to, boom, straight in. Hook, line and sinker. I go and check their pages. If they're not with anyone in pharmacy and they're on their, and they've never been in the industry before, straight in the message back. All right. And that's how we do it. Quick little scour. They're not friends to anybody. There's no post up. Boom. Straight in. And what you'll find is a lot of people will reject it. A lot of people will block it. A lot of people won't reply. But the ones who do reply, if you can keep it in a way where we're a health, wellness and beauty business, yada, 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 we have a special offer right now to the 16, €5, I'll send you the link. You give me your phone number, job done. So even if they don't come back on Messenger, I'll wait a week and I'll go back again. And that's how we've brought the 12 people in. And it's not only Ireland. Like, people think that there's so many people in my area right now doing pharmacy. It's a bit impossible to promote. The whole world is out there. So we've brought in people from Ireland, as we're here, UK, Canada, Estonia. We brought in 2 brand new people, pre-launch. And tomorrow, or the next day, we have a girl coming from Spain. I live in Dublin. But social media can take you anywhere. But it's the fear factor of, I don't know if that has to go. The fear of sending messages out and not doing it will kill your business big time. And the mindset, I'll finish on this one and then I'll introduce all of them, but the mindset is key in business. Like, even if you don't feel like you are, because some days I don't, but you have to have the mindset that you are the biggest, baddest SOB in the game. And you don't care what people think about what you post on social media or, whatever else, because at the end of the day, these people aren't paying your bills. And Orla is a prime example of this. I know Orla 5 years. And when Orla left the previous company she was in, I didn't reach out to Orla for pharmacy. Orla came to me because of a certain post that we had put up. But when Orla came in, her duplication game is the same as everybody else in the team. So we've brought in 12. I'm looking to bring about another 50 people in before the end of the month or before the 16th. Can we do it? Probably not, but we're going to give it a go. And as you've seen, Orla is on the top recruitment list. And Nicole Bernard, who's in Canada. 6 people Nicole has in her team so far. Orla was 3 on that list, I think. 2 new ladies have joined her, and we've just got off a call before this one on a getting started call with 2 brand new ladies who are already in the team, and 1 who's coming in tomorrow. And then Orla's going to have 6 people in our team. It's the same. Whatever you do, your team will do. When they see you showing up and being the leader that they aspire to be, it will motivate them on to bring their team in and do the exact same thing. So, Orla, if you want to unmute yourself and let everyone know who you are and where you're from and how you're doing, go ahead.
Hello, everyone. As Gary said, my name is Orla Murphy and I'm living in Wicklow here in Ireland. And I've been in network marketing for just over 5 years now. I was 6 years on the products with the previous company, but I've only joined here exactly 2 months ago, just the weekend gone. So I'm very, very new into this whole business. I am a mom of 4, living with my husband here, and I am a full-time carer for my youngest son. So I can't really work because I'm a full-time carer for him. So for me, this business is ideal because I need to be beside, within 10, 15 minutes of him every day. So to be able to work from home on my phone, and be beside him and be near him at all times is ideal for me. I suppose, I, as Gary said, mindset is a huge, huge thing for us. Um, I felt in the previous company that I wasn't getting where I wanted to be. Yes, I was sending out 100 messages a day, some days, um, but I didn't have the mindset that this was going to work for me or that I was going to get an order. Um, and I don't know exactly why or what changed, but I saw Gary's posts over the last since he joined in October, and I've been watching him since October, but I still didn't have the nerve to message him. And when I did message him in January, I just said to him, "What's all this about? What can I do? How can I join? How can I get onto it?" And I literally just jumped in with both feet and just said, right, this is it. I'm going to go for it. And as Gary said, like, one of his first team calls with us was, we need to drop the fear and just take the action. And that's what I did from the very beginning, from when I started. Any promotions that came up, I was on it as soon as it went into the team chat. I was messaging people about it straight away. I was telling them about the products. I was telling them about the business. And that's, I suppose, where a lot of my recruitment this month has come from. People that I'd messaged that are watching my stuff, that are, I suppose I'm showing up every day. I think I looked at my stories earlier and I have 10 stories up already today, um, about what I'm doing. Like, I'm doing exercise, I'm putting up what I'm having every day. I'm showing up. I'm also showing the products. I'm also showing the business opportunities. Like, I put up that I was able to stay at home this morning. I was able to do all my calls. I was able to work on my business while I was at home this morning. These are the kind of things that people need to see. What are you doing? What can you do in the spare time that you have? In the old company, I suppose we were always told you need to be on your phone as much as possible. And where what I'm doing now is I'm not on my phone as much. I'm actually just being more I suppose, intentional with my time and working a little bit, more intentionally, sending out the messages, waiting for people to come back. They're watching my stories, they're watching my posts, they're contacting me. Like the other morning, I woke up the other morning and somebody had sent me a message at 12:30 at night. Now I was in bed, but the person had sent me a message going, "I'm looking at this product. How can I order it?" So people are watching everything you're doing, and with recruitment as well, especially. Um, I'm sending out links. I'm asking them, and they're being very direct with my messages, which I wasn't doing before. I suppose, I was kind of hemming and hawing about, will I send this message, or what are people going to say back to me? No, now I'm saying, are you ready to start? Are you ready to join us? What more information do you need? Let's get on a call. Like, we had as Gary said, we had an opportunity call there with two of the new ladies that have started and one more who's joining us tomorrow. And it was just explaining everything in black and white to them, exactly what to do, how to start, what to do. And as he said, duplicating it down to everybody. So, yeah, that's really, I'm loving this, and I'm loving that I can just do everything, from my phone and from my kitchen table, and I can reach everywhere. We have another lady joining us tomorrow from Spain. So these are people who I would have known through my other company. Some of them would have been, some of them, one of my ladies this week joined. She's a mammy from the school gate. And she reached out to me about the products. And I literally said to her, "What do you need?" and she listed off two or three of the products that she wanted. And I said to her, right, do you know we would save you money if you actually joined the business for €5? And that's how she joined. She had to put her own order on, ordered two of the products straight away. I sent her a link there this evening with the new Mother's Day stuff, that there's more products on offer again today. So she's putting another order on this evening. So that's from somebody who's just reached out to me and said, listen, I want some of the products. And I turned that into a business opportunity and for her to join the business. So that's my tips, and I hope that helps with some people.
That was brilliant. Sorry, thank you so much, Arla. And it was lovely to see your face on here as well. Yeah, that was brilliant. And I tell you what, I've taken notes down here, and I think it's especially with sponsoring. I think the longer that you're here, sometimes we can complicate this business and we think that we have to do some sort of magic trickery. We need to follow things in a certain order, or we have to, like, there's a lot of noise around because this industry on social media has been quite prominent for a long time. We know some people are not professionals in this industry and they give us a bad name. And they'll be like, oh, people messaging me, oh, it's awful. Like, and I'll turn it around on them and I'll think, how horrible must it be for somebody to turn around and say to you, you could pay $5, £5, €5, and you could bring in 100, 500, £2,000 a month. How horrible of a person is that? I'm pretty sure I've had worse messages come into my inbox that hasn't been like a business opportunity. And I think sometimes when we hear about people that do that, or they make it out to be some kind of icky thing, they're just people that have been banned in the industry, or they're just very, very unprofessional, or they've had a bad experience, or they just have a negative mindset. And I would much rather somebody who, because I've had it before, people who've sent me a friend request and they're clearly a business person because you can see it on their profile. I would much rather them get in my inbox and say, oh, do you know, by the way, I make cookies in the area. Do you want to buy some chocolate brownies or something? This is my business. I'd be like, I've respect for you. Don't come and send me messages and be like, oh, your kittens are cute or something. And we've never had a conversation before, trying to, build up the rapport that way. It can sometimes be quite disingenuous. So I think we've definitely got it. There's a message in there, 100%. Get out there, be direct. We are serious about growing our businesses. We are serious about the impact that we can have on other people. And when you flip that mindset switch to, I have a moral obligation to let as many people know that this is something we have here. Like the mums on the school gates. I think it was Fraser Brooks said it the other week. You could be walking through Tesco, and did you know that there's a mum there, and in her head she's counting how much her food shopping's costing her. But little does she know that the phone that she has in her pocket, that could be a way in which she could bring in an additional income. She's maybe got makeup on her face. She maybe does do the skincare. Maybe she's been, she's knackered. She's knackered because her kids are just sapping the energy from her, and she wants something that's going to boost her energy levels. And they genuinely don't know that there are these products out there that are affordable, that they do what they say they're going to do, and they can earn an additional income from it. It blows my mind when you change that mindset to realizing that you've sat on something that it is selfish of you to not share it. Like when Gary Ollie is saying that you're messaging 100 people a day, and then here I am flitting around in between everything thinking, right, I must get my 20 messages sent out, and then you guys are smashing out 100. I think that broadcast, gathering people's numbers, having them put into groups, whether they're like customer focus or whether they're potential prospects, I think that is just absolutely genius. And like, I use them broadcasts for special offers and things, but to use it for sponsoring, it is just absolutely genius. Because like you said, you send out a message, it's gone out to 75 people, and if you're continuously using your social media to add people to that, then it's an easier, more simple way of getting across this mission that we are here to help people. Like, when we all get together for events, And for lots of us, we've never met before. So when we go and we have our next event, so keep your eyes and ears pricked because we've got plans for this year, which I'm really, really hoping that lots of you, if not all of you, can come along. But we all get together and we have fun and we feel confident and empowered around each other because we all get it. We get it. And I think sometimes when we go on our own social media and we send that message out to people, sometimes we can shrink ourselves. And like you said, it's that fear, and you need to ditch the fear and get into action. Drop the fear and take the action. That's what you said, Orla. I've written it down. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. So thank you, Orla, and thank you, Gary, tonight. Has anybody got any questions? Amber, I think if you're still there, have you got anything you wanted to add on? Or anybody else? No, I can see everybody's squirreling and making some notes. Tasha, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm going to do the fear, and I'm just going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and press the button. And I don't care if they block or delete me.
Yeah, 100%.
It's their
100%.
loss.
I think we've all had it though, and I don't mind saying, like, I've been in this industry 11 years now, and I will go through fits and spells where I will have no fear whatsoever, and I will be cheeky with my messages. And I think sometimes when you've had, and it's often when I've been really in that state of, look at what this business does for people. Look, when you're in that complete state of gratitude and you're fully aware of what it is that you are offering, and you've got that utter conviction that you are genuinely going to somebody and saying, look, I see you sharing this on social media and I think you'd be fantastic at this. Or I saw the other day you were complaining about your back hurting and that you're skint. I've got something that could help you with your back and also get some more money in your pocket. When you've got that conviction in your mind, when somebody you message them and you send a voice message, that is going to come across, that passion, that everything that you believe in, that utter conviction in what you're saying is going to come across. And then when they come round and they say to you, oh, I don't know, it's not for me, I will be cheeky and I'll say to them, how do you know it's not for you? I've not even sent you my cheesy 5-minute video that I made and put up on YouTube. You know, like Gary said, are you at least open to taking a look at it? I think we do. It would be silly to let this £5 offer slide. Personally, I have, when I've been having my conversations, I will say to people, look, you can sign up for £5. However, I would advise you invest around about the £100 mark if you can do, because that's going to get you more products. You've got more that you're going to be able to demonstrate from. You're going to feel those benefits yourself. It gets them qualified and it literally just get the products into their hands. And then using the £5 is more like a closing tool if somebody's objection is, I don't have that £100 right now. Because when you go in and you say to somebody, although you can pay £5, I would recommend you pay £100. If they say they don't have £100, well, then you can come back to them and say, well, if you've got a fiver, it sounds like you absolutely do need this business, because how about we make that your first goal? We get you signed up for the £5. Maybe if you can stretch to it, you can add another product on there, maybe the coffee, maybe the L-carnitine, whatever it is that they're wanting to go with, and then say, look, this is how many of those products we need to help you sell in order for you to make £100. If I show you what to do and you can work towards earning £100 in 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, would you then be open to signing up? Are you ready to sign up then? It's just about having that conviction in what you're saying. And I think it's a good exercise to go away and do, and it's something that I've especially been doing recently, is just take it back to basics and look at why you joined. What was it you needed for yourself, and then where are you now? And it doesn't matter how you are in that, where you are in that journey. Think about those people that you have brought into this business as well, those conversations that you've had. Look at the people who you have believed in and who are now, off the back of that, they put themselves into action. They dropped that fear and now they're winning. And or even if you don't have anybody in your team that you can think of like that now, look at people on the sideline. I could list loads of different people. If you go and have a look at my post, you'll see that I've mentioned 3 people there, and they have had real transformation because of this business. Had I not reached out to them and said, "Hey, do you want to take a look at this? I think it could, I think it could be good for you," or whatever it was I said, then maybe they wouldn't be in this position now. And you can take that how you want, but I think it's a really a humbling kind of mindset and thought process to go through. Think about who it was, like, how did you get joined up? What wins have you had? And even if you have only been here small, maybe when you got your first sale, it was a really big confidence boost. Think about that. Like my day job is looking after 4 children and a home, 6 cats now and 2 dogs. 4 of them are kittens, which will more than likely be rehomed, maybe not one of them. So I am very, very busy, but I don't get recognition for cleaning the toilets and picking up the toys 20 times a day. But with this business, any sort of recognition I get, it's great. It boosts my confidence. It makes me feel like I am of value. It ticks off those boxes for me as a woman, as an individual, living life. I wasn't born to just run around after my children and clean my house and do chores and laundry, so much laundry. That wasn't for me. So this business is so fulfilling in so many different ways. And hearing the impact that's had on other people, I think that's really special. I think it'd be a really good idea. And then I'll stop talking because otherwise I'll just go on and on and on. Have just like a little homework for you all. Don't do it straight away unless you're already thinking of it. But give yourself like 10 minutes and just think about what I've just said. Either the impact that this business has had on yourself or the impact that you've seen it had on somebody else. Maybe the person you joined inspired you and you saw the transformation in them, whether that was personal, spiritual, financial, physical, whatever that was, whatever it was that inspired you. Just take a moment and really feel those emotions and put pen to paper and just get into that psyche of what this business has done for that person or what this business has done for you, and then share it. Go live, write an actual post up, pop it in your stories, tell a story of that story, talk about that, and then you're going to have some genuine conversations. Like Amber said, people are always watching, and you're going to find that some people are going to come to you and want to talk to you more about it, or they'll leave little hints. They might give you a like or a love, or they'll comment on it, or they'll view it. Just go and have a conversation and just say, look, I saw that you saw that post that I shared. It was quite a vulnerable post of me to share. And so I really appreciate you supporting it. I'm just curious, did it resonate with you? Is this something I can help you with? Do you think that this business could help you? I'd absolutely love it to see you have that sort of transformation in your life if that's what you're looking for. And you can have a genuine conversation, and they might turn around and be like, I was just being nice and showing you some love. But you know what? Great. I really appreciate that. We need more people like you in the world. So I really appreciate you for that. Thank you ever so much. Or somebody might turn around and say, you know what? Actually, I've been watching you for months and months thinking I can't do that. I can't do what she does. But you just shared your story of your transformation about where you were before. And that really, really, it triggered something in me. And if I can get half of the success that you have, then I would be happy. How do I get started? Those are the real conversations, the real relationship builders that you're going to get when you're going to make a real impact on those people. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and feel free to tag me if you do a live or you do a story or a video or a reel, however you want to share it. Please tag me, tag some of the other leaders in there, because we want to see you. We want to shout you out for it. We want to shout people out, not just for their figures and for them showing up on the charts, but showing that you're actually taking action. And it's inspiring. It's one of my favorite parts. So selfishly, I want to see that, but also it's cathartic and it's confidence boosting, and it is going to help your business. But if nobody else has got anything to say, I think we'll call that a night. And I want to say thank you to everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Yay.
Yep.
Right, thanks, Tasha. Right.
Problem.
See you later, everyone. Let's have
See
a
you
good week.
later. Bye.
Bye.